the Mishkan, the Tabernacle, may be a word and a concept, but it was an entire industry. It was an entire set of industries of the ancient Near East. It brought together the cutting edge of all the technologies known at that time. It was not just a place of work. It was a place of the most cutting edge knowledge. It was not just a place of the most cutting edge knowledge. All of this knowledge was mobile. And this picture, I love it. It's a Dutch etching on copper panels and then printed. Here is Moses, the great architect of the Hebraic utopia, of the Hebraic Republic. And he's designing this vision, and it's a very utopian, very naive idea. And here is Bezalel consulting with the other leaders and the people of understanding as described in the Bible. And then it moves from work to work to work. 39 different labors as described in the Bible and later on in the oral traditions, what those 39 labors were. But they consisted of all the knowledge and the know-how and the instruments and the tools and the people who knew how to work these tools. People of knowledge and of wisdom, they're described as. There's actually a very interesting word that is used in reference to these knowledges that were built here. They're called in Hebrew malacha, which is the same root as the word malach or malachim, angels. Because at the time, the angel was a sort of unknown figure. On one hand, very godly, because he wielded very unusual abilities, skills. But then when you see this context, you see that it was very likely that there were groups of people that had incredible skills, and towards those that didn't understand what those skills were, they were almost like godly or demigodly or angelic or otherworldly, whatever. And then you soon get the idea that possibly the idea of angel actually originated from those people who had the ability to make these types of tools and instruments. But the instrumentation here was not only for purposeful use, but it was also for sacerdotal use. It was for religious use. It was to demonstrate how these technologies were used. So it was a ritual. It was a form of dance. It was a form of worship. It was a form of industrial worship. And all of this would come together into a mishkan, into a portable box, and then it would be lifted up and carried throughout the desert for 40 years on a saga and on a journey, a rite of passage to the promised land. The story is an incredible story. It is so incredible, it sounds a little bit designed more than realistic. Although there is evidence that a lot of this happened. It's a case of, does the imagination lead on to reality? So there you are. This is one of my favorite photos, and I suppose that when we discuss the ideas that we're discussing, new instruments for a theology in the 21st century, I like this. as an image.